What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. I hope everyone's doing swell, well, striving, and what? Thriving. Got y'all this time. Anyhow, I'm doing some new things with the studio area over here, so it may or may not look like this for any while longer. Long story short, count your days in this tree house, because I have other visions of things to do with it. But nonetheless, you're gonna like it. You're gonna be excited and all that good jazz. Go ahead, get your water, get your wine, honey. Get whatever it is that you sipping on. Get it and bring it close. Don't worry about what's in my jar. You worry about what's in your cup. Okay? See. All right. So, like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing all right. As you already can see, I got places to go. You see, I got a get up on. So, we're going to make this quick, okay? So, yes, hope everyone's Labor Day was fine for the third time. It was quiet for me. It rained, and I loved it, all right? So, y'all let me know what y'all did for Labor Day. Y'all let me know what y'all did for Labor Day. Put it down below. I want to know. So anyhow, before I start my day, I guess you could say I wanted to stretch my voice with this tea talk. It's a tea talk that I thought I wrote notes for, but I think it was just a thumbnail that I worked on. So it just lets me know that it's pulling from an experience. It's not something that it was like an aha moment for me. So, I'm gonna give y'all a little story time with this, since I got a little bit of time here. Growing up, my mom used to tell me that my great grandmother wasn't really allowed to wear skirts or dresses. And the tea talkers that know of me in real life know this is dead ass real ass story. And so, yeah, she just told me, back in the day, they weren't really big on women wearing dresses or pretty much having their legs out. It was kind of just like, it was more of, I guess you could say, character more than it was, like physical attraction. So, my mom was just like, I don't know, she just kept bringing that up every now and then. She would bring it up every now and then until when it was my time to, do like most young ladies and wear dresses and skirts and stuff like that. She was hesitant to it, because in real life, sister got body. So she was just, I don't know. And then on top of that, I always did sports. So sometimes it was just quicker for me to be in. Remember those pants that button up on the side? I love those things. I wish I could find a supplier that still makes them, because I love those things dead ass. And so that was just always a easier uniform for me. It was easier. As time went on and I got older, I started wearing jeans. And it just got to a point where my mom was just like, no, you can't wear skirts. You can't wear dresses. So I always wore pants. I always wore slacks. And she used to say, you'll hate me now for it, but you'll thank me later. No Drake. So I was just like, whatever. I mean, to me, it was easy for me to get them on and get them off when it comes to sports and gym and track. So I hear you, but all right, whatever. So as time went on, before my great great grandmother had passed away, she used to say, leave something to the imagination. And then I remember my mom, she used to say it again, like, what I'm saying, like, these girls, these young things, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, these young tenderonis out here, they're going to experience whatever's in front of them, because that's what's popular. That's what's guiding them. That's what's telling them to go along with the trend. Pretty much taking them down a rabbit hole that before you know it, mini skirts turns into micro skirts, and then micro skirts turns into strapless bras, and you can wear them on top or the bottom. It doesn't matter, but it's whatever gets you the attention, not what the overall attraction is. We don't want to be with someone or deal with a friend that you got to think for them, and you know, you might as well just put them on your shoulders at that point and just run through the woods with them, because that's literally how the fuck it is in real life. It's just like, you know, we all want to be seen for something more than what it is people meet the eye with. I can tell you, just being transparent, if people only knew how smart I was, you know, they will be very reluctant on even considering doing anything negative. But you know, we got daredevils in real life on earth, and that's anywhere. But if people could look past the physical attraction and see my personality and see my character, boy, I always believe that those two things is what makes the outside even more beautiful. But that's a doubtfire for another story, another day. But she used to, you know, say that, like, you know, some people are just wanting of the attention, and they're not understanding like attraction comes in many different levels. So that leads me to today's tea talk. You know, when I got older and, you know, got into high school and things really started developing, it went from leave something to the imagination to, you know, you don't want advertisements to certain billboards about you. And when it comes to billboards, you know, you drive down the street, you hungry, you need gas, you just need to pull over because your in-laws is all in the car for the holidays, already Labor Day. You still got Thanksgiving. Hell, you still got Black Friday. Let's go ahead and consider that a holiday, okay? You still got Christmas and New Year's. Like, we still got 3 whole holidays and 1 major shopping expedition left in the holidays before we got to go into next year, and you're nagging me. Where's the nearest billboard? The nearest billboard needs to tell me where I can get off so I can get some fresh air. The billboard needs to tell me where I can go and get my next lay. The billboard needs to tell me where I can go and attach my negative ass energy to someone who does not know what their energy is at all. I need to see that billboard where it says whatever you ask, you'll get, that you wish for at exit 10. You get where I'm going with this? Like, it makes sense these days. She may not have been the best mother, but when it comes to certain wisdom, sayings, and verbal clippings that she passed down, she ain't missed me with this one at all. I hung on to this one because it makes sense. It makes dead ass sense. And what's so sad is the fact of it makes more sense now than it did then. But that also goes to tell me that times mature. And sometimes the wisdom has to fit the moment when the moment is right. So we need to have a tea talk about these billboards, the things that we put out that everybody sees. Sometimes it's great to have a nice smile and knowing that you have a great laugh. But some people take that as you showing your teeth, and they're wolves. Be careful how you advertise yourself. All right? You're known as someone that's all around and dynamic. We will have a tea talk about that. All right. A doubtfire about that. I will get my little iPad and everything. You're known for being dynamic, but you're also known as being someone who doesn't want to be dominant in their surroundings. They don't want to make sure that it's understood and not needed to be explained that you have boundaries. You know, we put out those advertisements that we're searching for a friend, or, you know, we're on these different websites and apps. Y'all see how people getting murked off and their episodes of Evil Lives here? Like, we got to be careful what we put out there, because literally people, I heard on the radio the other day, literally this guy said that he went on a blind date with his best friend's girlfriend's friend. Either way, he went on a blind date. He showed up like 30-45 minutes early just to see what she looked like when she rolled up and what she had on and all this other type stuff. He's already sitting in a cafe, but he's texting her across the cafe And as she's saying, yeah, she's there, but she doesn't know that who or what he looks like, supposedly. All right, we're going to assume that she didn't. He gets up and walks out and leaves. Now, this girl's just standing there. That is a setup for something to happen. You want to be on a blind date? I don't think that's right. You want to be on a blind date? Go outside and look at the stars. But when it's time for you to meet people, you should not trust nobody before sunset if you're just getting to know them. Period. Be careful of the billboards that you put out there, because someday there's going to be someone that answers your advertisement. And if you're not careful on what you advertising, you really don't know what you in for at the end of it. You may survive, but it may have been a rude awakening for you. Okay? You may have a story to tell, but you also got scars to show for it. There's a difference between bruises and scars. And I tell you, first and foremost, again, true story, ladies, we need to stop making these lists for what it is that we see a partner is supposed to be for us. Men too, because sometimes the very things we want in that moment off of impulse can be a setup that has a more mute alarm and just neutral colored flags that we know of. We want a person that looks like this and acts like this and talks like this and walks like this and does this and does this and rolls over and does this and this and this. You don't know that that's like a itty bitty demon just waiting to grow and fester on somebody. You know, we get to a place where we're like, well, we want guys that have, you know, 6-digit figure vehicles, which I don't know why. And we want guys that have these big old houses and this, that, and the third, which who gonna clean all that? And if he gotta pay to clean all that, when will he have time for you? Or I want someone that works hard. Okay, but you can't be upset that you never see them if you know that you can trust that they at work, because you want all the things that you like, right? And if this person loves you how they say they do, right, they're going to try their best to make you happy, correct? The right way, correct? And that's what you want, for sure. So if they're at work, all right, understand their insides is crying just as much as your outsides are. Because, baby, if a real man or a real woman can give you everything in the world that will make you content and peaceful, not happy, because peaceful and contentment breeds happiness. You deciding to stay in it is what makes it bliss. Baby, we won't be out here trying to blow up and buy globes to give them to the person beside us. We'll actually be putting in the effort versus just talking shit about it. But see, again, it's the billboard that you put out. Someone roll up on you. Hey, girl. Hey, such and such. You know what I'm saying? I had a guy tell me at the gas station. He was like, yeah, can I get your number? I looked at him. Okay, first of all, where you meet them, that's where they'll always be at. And then 2, you hanging out the passenger side or out the driver's side. You barely dress. It's first thing in the morning. Church hours is happening. I don't know why you're here. All right, but I'm dressed a part of the scenery. It's Sunday, and he says, you know, you're a good woman. You know, I'm gonna be the one taking you out, doing this and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I think a man needs a good woman. I said, but how you know if I'm interested though? You know, when it comes to a point where you're trying to gaslight and get my number, I'm going to hit the gas pedal on your ass and keep going right on by that billboard. Because that's not when I want to stop at an exit and check out and see what's going on. That's not an amusement park. That's a fucking circus. And I ain't got time for it. And you shouldn't either. So be careful of what you put out there about yourself. You know, I don't like the word baddest bitch, because that's the complete opposite of what it is that my brand comes across as. But at the same time, there is no but. Just understand, like, if you're trying to compliment yourself, I don't think the double B word phrase should be it. I would think something on the lines of empress or queen will fit better, because once you start to say that over and over and over, and you start to really get into healing and focusing on yourself, you start to breathe in those things, those books, those surroundings, those peoples, those behaviors, those standards, those morals, those boundaries. And so it takes you to another level. So, you know, you don't get off on every exit when you're on an interstate, because it wastes time. Don't advertise things about yourself that you know in the long run are going to waste your time, because time keeps going. We can get back money. We can get back things that we lost over time. We can get back possessions. We can start over, but we can't get back time. So if you're going to put out a billboard about yourself, put it down below. Let me know what it is. All right? We can check in with one another. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're not willing to waste your time trying to get to point A to point B, from in the trenches to where you want to be, don't be so quick to pay attention to every billboard that you see, let alone don't advertise things about yourself that you know in the long run are investments. They're infections. All right? So, y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button twice to make sure that you get all of my tea talks when they post. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.